Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to WyzGyzEntertainment. This is your host, Wyman. Welcome to WyzCollects. Um, just wanted to start showing some cool stuff that I have. I'm not a huge collector. I used to collect more back in the day, but nowadays I'm quite particular. I went to a recent yard sale. It was an indoor slash outdoor place. It's called Treasure World, and it's basically five or six long buildings connected at one end. So there's a side corridor to link them all together. So you can stay indoors as you cruise down each of the long passages. It's pretty trippy. And then this particular portion also has an outdoor section where there people set up with tables outdoors as well. Um, Usually the ones that have things like big furniture and whatnot, and benches, yard statues, and things like that. There, it has kind of a sister section on the other side of the freeway called Treasure Isles, which is pretty sizable on its own as well, but just not as big overall. Uh, Pretty cool stuff. Today, I wanted to bring up this cool thing I came across at one of the booths that I ended up buying. Um, if I remember, I think it was only like a couple bucks. I have to go back to the replay because I cruised around and saw loads of uh, toys and neat items that everything started blending together. Um, I thought I was going to be able to blow through the entire thing in 3 hours, but uh, I spent about 5 6 hours and I still hadn't finished it all. So the place was closing as I was still trying to, visit booths. Um, I'm not sure how many of you out there will be familiar with this, but there's this, like in the computer industry, or as with a lot of industries, when you're advertising something, sometimes you come up with like a mascot, um, a character who sort of represents your product or kind of pushes the limits of, kind of conveys what you're trying to accomplish. In the computer industry, there are a couple major graphics card companies. The cards that are installed in your computers to allow you to see all these pretty graphics on your computer in video games, in video playback, all kinds of that kind of stuff. Um, the main competitors are ATI and NVIDIA. And early on in computers, I was more into ATI. ATI was pretty much almost as good as NVIDIA in terms of quality and performance and features, but it had a lower price point, so that was heavily appealing to me. NVIDIA, although it was more expensive, it tended to include all kinds of like what some might refer to as like fringe extra features, extra performance in some areas that was overperforming ATI. But ATI, did the job. So where does that lead us? ATI in one of its product releases revealed a character called Agent Ruby, and they developed like a whole story behind there. And I'm going to show you here. So I found some imagery on Agent Ruby. I'm glad it's still out there. She was put on the, all the packaging. That's what the video cards looks like. That's when they started. That's around the time, the heat sinks and fans on the graphics chips, graphical processing units, GPUs, started getting really large. As you can see, this only has one fan. Some of the other ones that are higher powered have two fans. So there's Agent Ruby. Some more pictures of the graphics cards. Of course, they were looking really pretty too, with all the colors and stuff. There's an image of Ruby. Another one. That one's a little hard to see, but it's the Ruby I remember. Actually, this might be better here, right here, if you can see it. There you go. So Agent Ruby. I take a closer look. This image here has the piece connecting the collar to the top. Looks like a kind of a green-blue gem. What is that, citrine? That is what they ended up using on the statue that I got. In other images, oops. Okay. Won't let me zoom in on that one. Let's see. There's another image of Agent Ruby. You see how it's got ATI, the logo? This is part of the ATI Radeon line. So yeah, pretty cool. And further, they actually had some video. Check this out. This is a compilation of Agent Ruby demos. Basically, the idea was they were trying to push the limits of graphic cards. It was always neck and neck between ATI and NVIDIA, and they were always constantly one-upping each other. So as a way of demonstrating how they made improvements on character modeling, like everything is measured in megapixels. How many polygons are the total number of polygons used to, represent shapes, instead of like the early Lara Croft where she's blocking and stuff. They were getting to where you could add more polygons and more pieces. Like take a rectangle, for example. You break it up into many more smaller pieces, and then you can imagine how you can make more curved types of structures. So instead of a three-dimensional model of a rectangular block, because you've got many more surface areas to work with, you can have more of a rounded, like a football or oval shaped look. So let's watch some of this. Hopefully I don't get flagged. Whoops. Let's do. Okay. There we go. Sorry.
Ruby, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Sid Optical, do you have what I want?
See how smooth she is? The characters look more and more realistic.
Leaving so soon?
I like how they use like generic ninja type models. But it helps her stand out, you know, with the red and all that. Check out that flexibility. So you've got the smoothness in the motion.
We'll meet again soon, my dear Ruby.
So she's got her little plate between the neck and the chest area, and when she taps it, it shows the ATI logo. This one's called Dangerous Curves. Requires 512 megabytes of system RAM. DirectX 9.0. So with these, the fancier technology and the newer tools, it gives developers more control. Whoa, holy crap. Okay. Okay, so she's good just to get. The big baddie thinks he's taking her out, but in reality she found another passage. Yeah, the better the technology, the more realistic characters you can have, and you also get the speed.
Now we will finish this.
Wait, what?
Ruby, you always surprise me. Ruby!
Oh my gosh, he took him out fast. All right, now I don't remember this character.
Who sent you?
Oh, I'll be curious. Oh. I remember starting on the story, but I don't remember. All right, this one's called Whiteout. There's a loading progress bar. Do you see that? That's pretty neat. I don't think I ever watched the entire series. So it's nice that somebody posted this on the web. Look at the effects of the flame out of the engines.
You know, recon reports sees a lot of activity close to our HQ.
Look at the reflection.
I know.
I'm telling you, Ruby, I've got a bad feeling about this.
I'm not surprised. You always say that.
Okay, I think I can put her down over there.
I was thinking of something a little faster.
You're all right there, Dylan. Settle down. You're always making my life difficult.
Wouldn't want to disappoint you.
You never do.
I guess she's got a Russian accent. Ah! Oh my gosh. Oh, all right. It's a snowboard. What about her weapons? Does she have any weapons? So as you can see, it's really meant to showcase all the features, the effects you can pull off. Like the snow effects, whoa, oh, that's pretty. It'll probably allow you to pull off some cool aurora borealis effects. But you can get all these explosion effects, these particle effects. Yeah, that's the cool stuff you can accomplish with a good graphics card.
Computer on.
Welcome, movie.
Especially when the programmers write the code. When the programmers write the code to take advantage of all the features.
Grid 4. Our missiles.
Missiles on.
Now, it's my turn.
Whoa. Hey-o. Look how close you're in on the face. You can see the surface area. So that's what Ruby's about. Whoops. It looks like I closed it, didn't I? All right. So let me show you what I got. I had not expected to ever find something like this. Actually, let me make this full screen so I can get a better look. So it doesn't exactly match what is on the in the animation. This is the ATI Agent Ruby Special Ops, but it's pretty close. Got a short redhead hairstyle. I think maybe it's just me, but it almost looks like she's close to having cross eyes. And there's that gem I was talking about. It's more green than blue-green that we were seeing in the cartoon. And it's cool how they have her set up. I don't actually, this is the first time I've actually seen this. So it's got quite a bit of detail. I was comparing this with some of the imagery, and it doesn't have all the same markings on the leggings, but it's quite similar. And then you got the boots, the buckles are painted separately instead of blending in, which is cool. And look at this here. It's numbered 1101 out of 6,000 made. So I thought that was real cool. And I don't know who wrote this or what it means or if it means anything, but it has this too. Almost looks like 302 or 332. And then you can actually remove the sword from her hand. I tried putting the sword in the front hand, but it didn't seem to want to stay. And this was the only weapon that it came with when the guy sold it to me. So I don't know if it was supposed to, I don't know if it's supposed to have like a pistol or something there or what, but yeah. So it's a pretty neat pose. Got the sword. And there you have it. Ruby, Agent Ruby. Limited edition. I'm thinking maybe they might have handed them out to maybe the developer team who made the graphics card and wrote the drivers. And also maybe use it as promotional material for all the LAN gamers, the network gamers, who were helping support these products by purchasing the latest and greatest graphics cards, allowing them to do more development. One thing I wanted to point out is over here. Oh shoot. Let me bring that back up. Back up here, there's a lip here. So I'm thinking it's either to attach like an informational card, or maybe it's for maybe it's designed to have another base that attaches to it to attach another statue of a different character. But that's what I want to show you, Agent Ruby, ATI Agent Ruby Special Ops. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. And you have an awesome time. Bye.